Art has always been a part of my life and a part of the way that I understand the world. It's a way to work through ideas and feelings and just a way to navigate the world. My name is Kasie Wilcox. I'm a visual artist and I live in St. John, New Brunswick. As someone who lives in St. John, I'm often confronted with the dichotomy between the industry and the natural landscapes being situated in the same space. Tin Can Beach, to me, is a perfect place where you can see that incongruence, where you can observe where the industry has modified the landscape. You can also see a lot of evidence of environmental degradation due to human values of consumption, materialism, development, and production. The project I'm currently working on is titled Shedding. When I first started this project 2 years ago, I was interested in the reasons why the landscape had been altered at Tin Can Beach. As I was collecting objects and looking at the site closer, the project slowly became a portrait of our consumer culture and our material desires. Primarily the objects I've been collecting from Tin Can Beach are things that have been discarded there. I collect a lot of single-use objects, man-made objects, and I also collect a few botanicals and animal remains. I discovered rubber latex from wanting to build a mold from a found object, but I never moved past the mold making phase because I became so fascinated with the material quality of rubber latex. The title Shedding refers to a few things. It refers to rubber latex and its kind of skin-like, very sensuous texture. When I'm casting objects, it's almost as if I'm pulling a second skin from them to make a replica. It also refers to the act of discarding something, letting go of something, going past something, forgetting about something. The reason why I was drawn to casting was I wanted to make a replica of an object. I've always been drawn to this process of wanting to pull something out of time. I have this impossible desire of wanting to keep things exactly as they are. I've always felt deeply attached to objects throughout my life. I've always been a collector of things, and I've always harbored this tenderness towards objects. Even after things are no longer useful, I've wanted to hang on to them for longer because they held a memory or a feeling, and I wanted to keep that with me in the physical world. After something is first produced and circulated and then consumed, there's this area where a transformation happens, where an object becomes undesired or it becomes useless, and then it's then thrown away. It goes from being a sheltered object to being an unsheltered object. I'm drawn to that because it's something that affects me personally, but also I feel a responsibility to try to unpack what that means and think about what my day-to-day actions might mean in a greater sense.